Hi, I'm the Gentleman Cabbie, and in an age where we're permanently plugged into cyberspace, I'm on a mission to bring the art of conversation back to the streets of London.
I'm James Lovell, and I run a company called the Ministry of Fun. We do entertainment, PR stunts, promotions, anything that involves loud people in public, really.
So what's the craziest job you've ever done, do you think?
Probably our best one, our best known one, is something we did for Beyonce about 6 years ago, I think. We had 100 girls dressed as Beyonce, turned up at Piccadilly Circus and performed Single Ladies. Yeah, we had 100 girls who turned up with coats on, and I was dressed as a road sweeper with the loudest PA in the world inside my road sweeper's trolley, and powered by a generator. And so we got everyone in place, and we had cameras everywhere, and it was about 10 in the morning, so it wasn't too full. And we'd only realised the day before there was a police station just on the other side of Piccadilly Circus, but we thought, hey, they'll probably like it.
So there was no permission granted for this? It was completely impromptu?
This was a guerrilla event. We weren't allowed to be there. And it was to promote the last gig on Beyonce's tour, which was sponsored by Trident Chewing Gum. Trident Unwrapped, I think. But anyway, the exciting thing was that we were actually recreating the Single Ladies video, but with 100 girls at Piccadilly Circus. So we rehearsed them all the day before, and then they all turned up in costume with coats on. Yeah. So there am I, waiting with this big PA system in a road sweeper's trolley. And at the moment the film director was ready, I was to press play. So he did that. He said, right, we're ready to go. I pressed play and the generator cut out at that very moment. And we were all poised with like loads of PR people, camera crews. It was a terrible moment. But anyway, I pulled the generator about 3 times. It finally started. And this amazing routine did happen. I think we've had like 9 million hits on YouTube now. So that's
amazing.
And Beyonce played it at a concert.
Really?
Yeah, we went to see her a few weeks later, and our film came up on stage. It was brilliant.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So did you have any trouble from the authorities at all, or were they? No,
we were gone before they showed up. That's the thing. When you're doing a PR stunt, you need to be in and out quite quickly before anyone can stop you.
So what'd you say there? What's the scariest location then that you've had to deal with?
I think so. I don't actually. If I know what we're doing, I know in my head I have an idea of what trouble we're likely to get into, and in my mind I know whether it's high risk or low risk. And we usually manage things so that if we are doing something naughty, the trouble will be based on somebody coming up and saying, "Do you have permission?" To which the answer is yes, we presume so, and then you can get talking for long enough until it's finished, and then you go.
So what's the actual, you personally, what's the scariest or craziest job you've actually done?
I did every day of an entire year. I dressed up as a chicken. I went to every shopping centre in the British Isles, and it was all about getting people to impersonate a chicken. And the best one that did it got on the TV ad. And I'll tell you, it was the best job. It turned my life around, that chicken.
Oh really?
Yeah.
The chicken turned your life around?
It did. The chicken turned my life around because I was a really desperately broke, out of work actor stroke clown. And that job for a whole year paid me the best I've ever been paid in my life.
Really?
But I committed to a whole year, so they paid nicely. And on the strength of it, I paid off my overdraft and put a deposit down on a flat. And then the PR person for Chicken Tonight offered me a job as a PR man. So suddenly I was a grown-up with a flat. To answer your question, the best one was being Bugs Bunny at a royal premiere. I met Princess Diana dressed as Bugs Bunny. Right, you're Bugs. Right, be ready to go at 5 o'clock. It was the opening of which was then the Warner West End Cinemas. Right. Anyway, PR woman came back and said, right, get out there. So off I went. I don't know if she was northern, but kind of weird. So anyway, out I went in my Bugs Bunny costume. And to start with, I remember there was millions of paparazzi outside the front. Bugs, come on, give us a wave. And everyone was cheering Bugs. And anyway, then these VIPs started arriving. And the PR woman was going, any VIP, I just had to get next to them and get a picture with them so that the pictures would have Bugs with any celebrity. So pretty top celebs were turning up because it was a royal premiere. Right. And I can't remember a single one of them now, but anyway, and I had to run out and give them a hug. And so all the press were saying, get the f***ing rabbit out the way, Bugs out the f***ing way. So I'd go back and then the PR woman was going, get the f***ing back out there again. You're supposed to be meeting on the table. So they're all swearing at me. And poor Bugs is like, I'm getting really hot as well, because like after 45 minutes these custings get really hot, so I'm running backwards and forwards, not knowing whether to be in the pictures or out of the way, with everyone, wherever I was wrong. And so for an hour and a half I had this hideous experience of being buffered from celebrity to PR woman. And then she
Blimey.
finally said, okay, I think everyone's in now, go and have a break. So I'm sitting in the corridor with my bug's head off, going, absolutely dead on my feet. And then I hear this massive cheer outside. And suddenly, PR woman comes up, right, she's here, get back out there again. So I'm like, on goes the head, and I sort of bounded out, and they said, she's going, get up the escalator. So I ran up the escalator, and I sort of almost trip as I get up, and I look up, and through the gauze, the first person I saw was Clint Eastwood, who sneered at me. It was brilliant.
Oh, nice.
So, I'm great. And the PR woman
Thanks.
grabbed me by the arm and said, right, go and stand by that plaque over there. And there's a big plaque that Princess Di was going to open with pulling a cord to say this cinema was opened by Princess Diana. So I'm standing next to the plaque, and Princess Di, this was lovely actually, everyone's waiting, I'm on this big lineup, loads of children with flowers, then me, and then all these celebrities with Clint Eastwood at the far end frowning at me. Anyway, so we're all waiting, and oh, she's coming, and then Princess Di came up the escalator, and the whole room gasped. PR woman, no, she didn't care about any of that, was like, right, get a picture with her. So anyway, I'm waiting next to these children by the plaque. Princess Di pulled the plaque open, everyone clapped, but Clint Eastwood still frowning at me. And then she took the flowers from the children and walked straight past me, missed me out. PR woman went berserk. You missed her! Get that picture! I'm like, oh, what do I do? She's like almost at Clint now. And then she gets to the end, and then she's coming back towards the door, and I thought, this is my chance. And I pushed the children out of the way, bounded out, put out my hand, which she, thank goodness, took. I got down on one knee and kissed her hand, and she said, thank you.
No way.
And then she went back into the cinema, and the PR went, right, well done, you can go now. And so I went down and changed, and like only a half an hour earlier I'd been the star of the evening, and I walked out with this great big bag on my shoulder and got the bus home. The worst costume was a dinosaur I had to wear once.
Really?
And it had this really long neck with a head, it was like a cartoon Brontosaurus or Diplodocus or something. And I was at Earl's Court at a big trade show, and I was being funny, so I was pretending I was scared of people, so I went running out pretending I was scared of a child, and didn't realise my head was higher than the door, and the top of my head just went crash into the... It was like going over a low bridge.
So what was the pivotal moment that made you start the Ministry of Fun then?
Well, actually, that's quite good as well. I was an elf at Selfridges. People used to join a queue that said you were 2.5 hours from Father Christmas. And to go and see Santa, and there is of course only one real Santa, who would be queuing a long time, and I had to make the queue experience magical. So I used to do shows and things like this, so people had quite a good time in the queue, and then they'd go and see Father Christmas. But the year after doing that for the first year, I got asked to organise it the next year, and then we realised we had to pay people, and thought, oh, we better call ourselves something, so that's why. So it's being an elf in a grotto.
Wow.
And now we're Britain's #1 provider of Father Christmases, let me tell you. Yes.
No way.
I'm proud to say.
This has been definitely the most crazy chat I've ever had in the...
Well, it's been very nice talking to you.
It has been a pleasure talking to you. So
Very good.
it's been-
Thanks very much.
No
And good
worries.
luck with everything.
What an amazing man that was. That was the most incredible one I've ever had. Amazing. Gentleman Cabbie.